A guide to marching band to help you get through all of the ups, the downs, and the general fun times you're going to have with everybody there. First off is what to bring to marching band. The most important thing to bring to marching band year-round is water. Water is good. It helps you keep hydrated. But you want to make sure you bring your own. You don't want to be a water vulture. Water vultures are frowned upon in this marching band.
In all seriousness, forgetting water is a pretty big issue. It can lead to something we all know very well, heat stroke. Heat stroke is bad, it means extra paperwork for Mr. Goss, and sometimes if it's bad enough, it could mean a trip to the hospital in an ambulance. So please, don't forget your water and remember to stay really hydrated.
Now on to the myth, the legend, Gush and Goes. You may think Gush and Goes are like this.
All right, guys, time for a water break. Gush and go. Let's go. All right, good job, guys. Time to go back. Let's go.
Thanks, Mr. Goss.
This is in fact untrue. Water breaks are actually more like this.
For a water break.
See, they take their time. They get their drink of water, they talk for a little bit, but nothing too off topic, and then they head right back out there. As long as we do this, we won't be forced to go back to the old barbaric ways of Gush and Goes. The next thing to bring is your instrument. No, seriously, don't forget that. You literally cannot do anything without it. The next most important thing is your din-din, aka dinner. Don't be hungry, please bring it. You also don't want to forget your binder. In your binder, you really want to have your music, your drill, some pencils, and your drill chips to mark your spot. Next thing you want to make sure you bring is sunscreen. You can never have too much sunscreen at marching band. Okay, maybe that's a bit much.
What are we supposed to do? Are you sunburned too?
Yeah, me too, man.
If you do happen to get sunburn, it's important that you take care of it. Make sure you put some aloe on it so that it soothes it.
Oh no. What do we do when we get
Goodness,
sunburned?
I know what to do.
Oh, thanks,
Got some
Mrs.
aloe
Olmier.
gel.
You're the best. Thanks. What do we do? Do we rub it in, or is this like?
You rub it in. Yes, you
Rub
rub,
it
it
in.
and leave it on. It should soothe your sunburn.
But it's sticky and gross.
The most important thing is deodorant. Please do not forget deodorant. We are outside doing physical activity in 70 to 90 degree weather. It is very, very important. Next is what to wear during marching band.
Don't dress like me.
Yes, thank you, Mary. We should not dress like you. As you can see, she is wearing tight-fitting jeans, a very nice top, and open-toed shoes with hair in her face. This is what not to do. What you should do is dress for the weather. In the summer, you should dress like the girl on the left. Athletic shoes, shorts, and a loose-fitting shirt to stay cool. In the getting colder months of September and October, you should probably wear what the girl on the right is wearing. Jeans and a t-shirt, but still athletic shoes. Not all weather is shorts weather. It's alright to layer up with a jacket. We don't need anybody getting frostbite. This is just as bad as doing the opposite and wearing too much and getting heat stroke. A reminder for performances. Don't forget black socks and a shirt for underneath your uniform. You don't want to be this guy.
What are those?
Now some tips for on the field. Number 1, be patient. Not everybody's going to know what they're doing. Even the seniors don't really know what they're doing. Just be patient with one another and we'll get through it.
Why are you on the swing, Gavin? There's practice right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Please be kind to one another. If a mistake does happen, like with Sarah, it's alright. Just admit you're wrong and apologize.
I didn't mean to yell at you, Gavin. I apologize for taking it out on you.
What to do if somebody falls. 9 times out of 10, you should just let them go. They'll get right back up and keep going. If not, call an adult. Another tip is to watch out for large instruments. Instruments like tubas and bass drums can't always see you. Be on the lookout.
Left, right, I don't know. Oh.
In this specific moment, Sarah was in fact not on the lookout.
Here's what you should do instead.
Mark time, Mark. Right slide.
Carefully and quickly get out of the way. If you can stay informed, that's great. If not, your safety is way more important. Now some tips for on and off of the field.
Oh yes, I love selfies.
Hey, you cool cats, get off your phone!
First and foremost, no phones during practice or performances unless you have talked with Mr. Goss and have special permission.
Make sure you're at rehearsal at least 15 minutes earlier. Mr. Goss will have your head.
Okay, so he won't actually have your head. It'll probably be something more like this.
Oh man, we're late.
It's okay, he won't care.
Whatever.
You're late!
Being late wastes more than just your time. It wastes Mr. Goss's time too. Please try to be on time. Another pretty important rule is to listen to your section leader. Mr. Goss can't always be there for 100 kids.
Dab on 3. 1, 2, 3, dab!
Another big one is to not scribble on Mr. Goss's canvas. What does that mean? Well, you'll see.
Yeah, just like pretend to talk. Don't talk too loud.
Stop scribbling on my canvas!
Essentially, it means no talking while Mr. Goss is in his creative flow. It takes a lot of patience and silence to make the show what it needs to be.
Oh my gosh.
This is a pretty good example of what not to do. You shouldn't pester Mr. Goss with all of your questions. You should instead
Ask your section leader.
Another important thing is to remember to be patient with Mr. Goss and the other instructors. They're trying their best here. They have a lot to do. And now it's time for the last bit, important life advice. The first piece being,
You make lifelong friends.
how could you not? You spend so much time together. Every Thursday and Friday night, to be exact. You also do some pretty crazy stuff with one another. But most importantly, you grow up together. Some of the best friends you'll ever make from high school are going to be in marching band. They'll be there for you whenever you need them, through thick and thin. In marching band, we're a family. Now it's time for the last piece of advice, or rather information, I have for you guys. Here's what it is.
Marching band is accepting of everyone.
There you have it, folks. The most important thing you'll ever learn from marching band. We accept everybody and everyone. You're all welcome here, and you'll all find a happy face. I wish you all the best of luck in this year's marching band season. And remember, always start with your left foot first.